And a good day to you all. Happy Monday and a happy post Super Bowl celebration here. I don't know if you saw the game. I saw half the game, and I saw the first half. After looking at that, I'm like, boy, the Eagles certainly look good. Of course, I'm not naive. I knew Kansas City, even I wasn't sure. I didn't stay up to see how Mahomes would do in the second half, but he clearly got back on track as Kansas City scored every single possession in the second half to eventually win the game. I know there was some controversy on the holding call, I guess, that allowed Kansas City to continue to run the clock out and get the game-winning field goal. But the defender who was flagged admitted that he held him. He held the receiver. So, you know, you can say that it was a bad call, but when the person who got the call admitted, yeah, I did it, it's kind of hard to argue against that. Now, we've I haven't heard from my son yet, who is a huge Eagles fan. I know he watched the game. I know he is in some form of depression right now. Um, and while I feel for my son, I do have, you know, kind of a gleeful feel here, in the sense that I'm glad the Eagles lost because they beat the Niners in a game that they beat them pretty good. Of course, the Niners had no quarterbacks left, so yeah. I'm a little. I mean, I'm not a KC fan. They beat the Niners in the Super Bowl 4 years ago. So but I was secretly rooting for Kansas City, and a great game. Here the game. The game was fantastic. 35 points in the losing effort is the most ever in a Super Bowl by a losing team. So just a great game all the way around. Commercials are pretty good. I enjoyed some of the commercials, at least in the first half. But I was going to stay up for the second half. Probably could have, because sometimes on Sunday night I have problems falling asleep. But I know my wife watched it all, and that's it now. Next big thing in the NFL, of course, would be the draft, and of course any trades or free agent trades that'll be going on as well. But the weather looking good here for today. Frosty start to our day. It's right now 32 here at the studios. Wide range of temperatures right now, and it's not unusual to get these weird ranges, especially when we're transitioning from a chilly day on Saturday. We're kind of at the midpoint of this warm up today. So, the warmth, I mean, again, we're talking relative terms, so you can see it. We're hardly summer like here. But 18 in French Creek, 32 here in Summit, farther inland. Okay, that's weird. Why did it do that? Okay, I don't know why it did that. Let me try that again, just to make sure there's nothing wrong here. Okay, hit it again. There we go. Okay, it didn't go into Crawford and Warren counties. A lot of teams there. Chandler's Valley, Canada Lake. Ed, our weather watcher, West Mead, he called twice and said, hey, honestly, it's my real temp, because he saw everyone else is colder. But that's what happens. Ed, you got a little boost from the Meadville Airport, which is, I believe, now at 33 degrees. But 20s elsewhere, and some teens Canada Lake toward Chandler's Valley. That's the kind of weather that that happens during these transition periods. But we got some decent weather. High clouds for today. Got this little wave coming across the central Great Lakes region. Notice it kind of skirts the region with some clouds, but I don't see any precipitation. Some models want to squeeze out a flurry, maybe Warren out toward Bradford or Kane, but that's about it. Otherwise, just some good weather. Of course, tomorrow is Valentine's Day. We'll have some decent weather for tomorrow. You can see southerly winds, highs will be around 50. Little rain is possible as a little wave moves through into the early morning hours on Wednesday, and maybe a couple leftover ones. Wednesday looks windy, and it does look mild, and hopefully we'll see a little sunshine during the afternoon. This next cold front is going to give us some pretty good wind and a better chance of rain as we head toward Thursday. Winds could get kind of gusty today. As you can see, it could go up to 35. Lately, these have been a little overdoing the winds, but still well into the 40s on Wednesday. And we could touch 50 miles an hour. So gusty winds to go along with what should be some fairly decent weather. So let's go right to the 7-day here with the hearts in the background. We'll be showing that background all week. So there are some real pretty ones here on this Valentine's week. Of course, tomorrow, Valentine's Day, looking good. Good for today. Record warmth possible Wednesday. I think the record high is 66. I think. Do I have ready access to that? No, I don't. Oh, maybe I do. Let's see here. So let's see. Climate. Of course, things are going nice and slow at a time when we don't need that. Okay, let's see here. February, today's what, the 13th, 14th, 15th. The record high is 65, and we could hit 65. That was that record high set back in 1954. Record high for Thursday, by the way, is one of the oldest ones on record. 70 degrees set back in 1883. I think the oldest record is still on the books. Goes back to 1875, very close to the beginnings of when. Oh, here's one. I just seen one now here. 1875. On May 8th, we had a record high of 89 set back in 1875. We still have several. We have several that still go back into the 1800s. I'm counting probably at least 6 or 7 that are still. That's just a rough estimate. Just looking at records galore. Oh, whoops! Those are record highs. Record lows. I see a couple here. So yeah, hey, we got some pretty good records that we could break here. Blaine, Bradley, good morning to you. Hello, Todd, Lori. Sweet, good morning to you. And hello to you, Patricia. Good morning. Hey, Shelly, out there in Corey, 22 this morning. David Hupp, good morning. Bob and Sue, always good to see you. I love the donut hole, or donut rather. You always post with it. Hello to you, Rose Hilliard out there, 27 degrees in Meadville. Hello, Robert. Good to see you, Mr. Lucian. Hope all is good there in Venango County or wherever you're at right now. Nancy, good to see you. And sorry, Patricia, I know the Eagles. I mean, how can you not root for Pennsylvania? If the Eagles hadn't beat the Niners, I would have rooted for them. But they beat the Niners, so there's no way I could root for them, particularly the way they won. I mean, they deserved to win, but too bad the Niners couldn't have a quarterback to play. Hey, Becky, good to see you. Got some clouds right now. They're 20 degrees. Hey, Lori, good to see you. Happy Monday. Got some clear skies there. And frosty cold in Girard. Thank you, Patricia. Yeah, baseball. That's right. Baseball spring training just around the corner here. Hey, Ron. It's not unusual, Hill. It's not unusual to be warm at this time of year. Da, 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 da. Yeah. Tom Jones would like to have his money. Or is he bankrupt? Did he go? I don't know. Was he one of those entertainers that wasn't good with money? I don't know. Jennifer, good to see you. And hello to you. Glad you like the graphics here. I admit, on the 7-day, Tom Atkins and Craig are very good at putting different backgrounds. I use the basic blue. But, maybe it's time to use some of these backgrounds. It is pretty. Jennifer, hey, Palm Bay, Florida. Jennifer Martin, good to see you. Bill, have a 28 and clear out there. And lemon shortbread cookies, Valentine's Day. Very good, Lori. I took my wife and I took my daughter, my two Valentines, to Red Lobster on Saturday. Both enjoyed it. They'll get a little gift tomorrow. Okay, guys, got to fly here. Have yourselves a great day. Talk to you tomorrow.